हेलो फ्रेंड्स। आज हम बात करेंगे वल्नरेबिलिटी बाय डिफरेंट फैक्टर्स। आपको याद होगा हमने पिछली क्लास में वल्नरेबिलिटी के बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स के ऊपर बात की थी। एंड टुडे वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट एज एंड द डिसेबिलिटी। सो ये जो चैप्टर है ये आपका मास्टर्स इन पब्लिक हेल्थ सेकेंड ईयर का चैप्टर है ऑफ सोशल एंड बिहेवियरल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ पब्लिक हेल्थ। सो लेट अस बिगिन नाउ। सो एज यू कैन सी फ्रॉम द स्लाइड, हमने पिछले क्लास में बात की थी कि समाज में कौन सा वल्नरेबल पॉपुलेशन होता है। तो हमने अलग अलग वल्नरेबिलिटी ग्रुप्स की बात की थी, जिसमें हमने जेंडर बेस्ड वल्नरेबिलिटी की बात की थी। इफ़ यू रिमेंबर, वी ऑल्सो स्पोक अबाउट वल्नरेबिलिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ एज, in terms of disability, in terms of certain other factors. So we'll discuss one by one. So we will be discussing about vulnerability by age. So vulnerability by age को हम ageism के नाम से भी जानते हैं, और इसका बेसिकली मतलब होता है कि डिस्क्रिमिनेशन एंड स्टीरियोटाइपिंग विच इज़ बेस्ड ऑन द ग्राउंड्स ऑफ समवंस एज. Okay, so what happens over here, there is a set of beliefs, norms and values which is used to justify discrimination or subordination based on a person's age. आपने कई टाइम समाज में देखा होगा कि लोग बोलते हैं अरे भैया ये काम इनसे नहीं हो पाएगा क्योंकि इनकी उम्र ज़्यादा है। या बच्चों के केस में देखा जाता है कि बच्चों को बेसिकली एक इंडिविजुअल की तरह ना देख के उसको एक इन टर्म्स ऑफ मतलब हम उसको सबॉर्डिनेट करने की कोशिश करते हैं. सो इफ़ यू कैन लुक अराउंड, देर आर सर्टन एग्जाम्पल्स टू डिस्कस. तो यूनाइटेड नेशंस में जैसे देखा गया है कि फर्म्स के अंदर 40% लोग जब नौकरी देने की बात आती है तो बेसिकली दे आर लुकिंग फॉर अ यंग कैंडिडेट बिकॉज दे फील that anybody who is more than 40 years may not be, or 40, 45 years may not be justifying that much for that job. सिमिलरली ये रीसेंट ट्रेंड अभी देखा गया है कि इवन सॉफ्टवेयर इंडस्ट्रीज़ में भी यंग लोगों की ज़्यादा डिमांड है. एनीबडी हु इज़ मोर देन 40-45 उन लोगों को नौकरियों से निकाला जा रहा है. उसके पीछे एक बेसिक रीज़न है, उनको लगता है कि यंग आदमी ज़्यादा काम कर सकता है, अगर ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंसड होगा तो वो ज़्यादा पैसे मांगेगा. सो इस वजह से उनके साथ में डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ही हो जाता है. यूरोप में भी इस तरीके की स्टडी की गई और वहाँ पे ये देखा गया कि एज डिस्क्रिमिनेशन इज़ बेसिकली हेट्रोजेनस बाय एक्टिविटी दैट इज़ ओल्डर कैंडिडेट्स अंडरटुक ड्यूरिंग देयर एडिशनल पोस्ट एजुकेशनल ईयर्स. So as a result of which they are not only discriminated if they are more having more years of inactivity. उनको लगा जाता है कि वो ज़्यादातर पढ़ाई करने में उन्होंने ज़्यादा टाइम लगा दिया and henceforth they are also discriminated. Similarly, there was one study which was done in England और वहाँ पे ये देखा गया कि 29% of the respondents stated that they also suffered from age discrimination. सिमिलरली इन टर्म्स ऑफ एजिज्म जब हम इस देखते हैं तो अगर आप इसका एक थ्योरेटिकल बैकग्राउंड देखें तो 1969 में रॉबर्ट नील बटलर ने इस कॉन्सेप्ट को दिया था, जहाँ पे एजिंग का कॉन्सेप्ट बेसिकली आया था इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन बिटवीन द सीनियर्स एंड इट वाज पैटर्न्ड ऑन सेक्सिज्म एंड रेशिज्म. So ageism basically had got three interconnected elements. What were these elements? Let us understand those. As you can see from the slide, the first element is the prejudicial attitudes toward the prejudice attitude towards the older people. मतलब हम ओल्डर लोगों के हिसाब से ज़्यादा भेदभाव करके चलते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ ओल्ड एज, एजिंग प्रोसेस, एंड देयर इज़ ऑल्सो बेस्ड ऑन दिस देयर इज़ अ डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी प्रैक्टिस अगेंस्ट द ओल्डर पीपल. और इसको हम कभी कभी इंस्टीट्यूशनलाइज भी कर देते हैं, जिसके वजह से हम उनके बारे में थोड़ी रूढ़िवादी विचारधारा रखते हैं कि ये काम इनसे नहीं हो पाएगा या इनको अगर ये काम करने में ज़्यादा दिक्कत आएगी. सिमिलरली इन टर्म्स ऑफ जब हम एडोलेसेंट की बात करते हैं या फिर हम चिल्ड्रन की बात करते हैं तो वी ऑल्सो डिनाई देम सर्टन राइट्स, वी इग्नोर देयर आइडियाज़ बिकॉज दे आर कंसिडर्ड टू यंग. आपने देखा होगा कि बड़े अक्सर बच्चों को इवन घरों में भी इज्जत का दर्जा नहीं देते हैं और उनको बात बात पे डांट देते हैं. वी फेल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट चाइल्ड इज़ ऑल्सो एन इंडिविजुअल इन इटसेल्फ हैविंग देयर ओन आइडेंटिटीज एंड ओन थिंकिंग प्रोसेस. तो इसके वजह से क्या होता है कि कई टाइम उनके अंदर डीपली एजिस्ट और कभी कभी नेगेटिव स्टीरियोटाइप्स वगैरह आ जाते हैं, उनके अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस लूज कर जाता है और उस तरीके से वो कभी कभी अपने शेल में चले जाते हैं, विच वन में बी वन ऑफ द कोपिंग मैकेनिज्म सेम लाइक इज बीइंग सीन इन ओल्ड एल्डरली पीपल. उसके बाद अगर हम देखें कि डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ऑन अकाउंट ऑफ एज किस किस तरीके से होता है, तो हमने देखा होगा कि ओल्डर पीपल के हिसाब से देयर बी पीपल थिंक लाइक देर आर सर्टेन एक्टिविटीज लाइक फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज वेयर एन एल्डरली पर्सन माइट नॉट बी एबल to justify such a thing, and they have been discriminated against. Similarly, in US, a worker which is between 65 to 67 years of age is considered age because they becomes eligible for the full social security retirement benefits. In terms of England, it has been seen that around in a survey about of taken of around 4060 children and young people, they have been treated unfairly based on the various criteria which included a race, age, sex and sexual orientation. Similarly, when 43% of the British students were, they were interviewed, it was seen that age was the most important criteria, okay, as compared to the sex or the race and the sexual orientation for which they were discriminated against. Similarly, vulnerability by age you can also see in terms of employment and healthcare, and it has been seen that the age discrimination contributes to disparities in terms of health when you especially talk in terms of male or female. And similarly, in terms of employment, like we have already discussed, there is always a discrimination. Similarly, when you see from a perspective of a child, for the same work, a child will be paid less as compared to an adult. So, and similarly, as a midlife female worker may also experience discrimination based on their appearance, and they may feel less visible and undervalued in a culture where basically it is more emphasis is given to beauty. It has been seen in sometimes in the airlines industry where aged air hostess were discriminated as compared to those air hostesses which are younger and look beautiful. Similarly, the other effects of vulnerability by means of healthcare, it can be seen in terms of when there is a interaction in terms of when an elderly patient is being treated, people feel that he is already old and he might not survive, so all the necessary treatment sometimes may not be given. So that's why all the surgeries and the operations with high survival rates, there we have basically seen that younger people have more chance of survival as compared to the older people. And similarly, health professionals also pursue less aggressive treatment in the older patients as compared to the younger patient. So this also affects the outcome of the treatment. Similarly, when you see in terms of effects, it has been seen that the stereotypes and the infantilization of the older people and younger people by patronizing different language, and it affects their behavior and the self-esteem, because after repeatedly hearing the same stereotypes, sometimes they do not feel worthworthy, and they feel like dependent and non-contributing members of the society. Similarly, you have also seen then because of these stereotypes, they have been exposed to the life course, they have an inward behavior towards themselves, and this sort of behavior basically reinforces the present stereotypes and the treatment to the elderly. And that's why with the child as well. I will just give you an example over here. In homes, if somebody is suffering from Alzheimer's, now you have the problem basically in the short-term memory. So the elderly always remember the long-term things, whereas if there is a daughter-in-law in the house and she might have stole something to her mother-in-law, then at that time she might listen to the thing and she forgets. और सडनली क्या होता है कि जैसे उन्होंने कहा कि मम्मी ज़रा गैस गैस पे से ये चूल्हा हटा दीजिएगा, और क्योंकि उनकी शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी में प्रॉब्लम थी तो उसके वजह से वो भूल जाती हैं, पर जब आप 30 साल पुरानी बात या 40 साल पुरानी बात बोलते हैं तो उनको याद रहती है। तो वहाँ पे बहू को ये लगता है कि सास जानबूझ के ड्रामा करती है, एंड एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ विच शी इज बीइंग अब्यूज्ड बैडली. सो सच सॉर्ट ऑफ incidences have also happened. Now in terms of old age vulnerability, होमलेसनेस वो एक बहुत कॉमन फिनोमेना जो हम देखते हैं, क्योंकि यूजली आजकल के बच्चे जब उनको मतलब ये होता है कि दे फील दैट द पेरेंट्स आर डिपेंडेंट ऑन देम, एंड व्हेन द फिजिकल डिफरेंसेस आल्सो दे they also fare poorly, and the children often put them in old age homes where they have to live under deplorable living condition, and they also have got poor nutrition. And in such cases jahan pe already a person is being thought as a non-contributing member in the family, so he or she is also exposed to violence, to crime, morbidity, poor access to social and health services, and also low life expectancy. Similarly, this also contributes to the mental illness as well as dependence. और हमने काफ़ी टाइम इस तरीके से देखा है कि that person become vulnerable, और उनको they are exposed to certain other threat factors since they are lack the कंपनसेटरी सेफ्टी नेट्स. तो इसके बारे में यूएस और डेवलप कंट्री में बहुत ध्यान दिया जाता है, जबकि इंडिया में हमने देखा है कि एल्डरली पॉपुलेशन करीब आज की डेट में 10.4 करोड़ है, विच इज़ क्वाइट अ साइजेबल नंबर. अब उनके लिए सोशल सिक्योरिटी का नॉर्म जो है इट इज़ बीइंग पुअरली फॉलोड. इफ द चिल्ड्रन टेक केयर ऑफ देयर पेरेंट्स देन इट इज़ गुड इनफ, और दे आर वर इन गवर्नमेंट जॉब इट इज़ गुड इनफ, बट देयर आर अ ह्यूज नंबर ऑफ पॉपुलेशन वेयर देयर इज़ nobody to take care of them. Similarly, we have also seen when there are cases where the person has suffered from disrupted or abused childhood, he or she suffers from mental illnesses, poor socialization, or poor daily living. So such sort of people may also get adapted to alcoholism, substance abuse, and thereby also land up in depression because of the bad childhood as well as social isolation. Similarly, vulnerability to due to the lack of the care in the old age, we have seen that their social status, and they may deprive older people of any right to determine what happens to them. So it becomes very very problematic in a society, and a lot of movies have also been made in India, particularly in relation to the type of treatment older person is met at home, and they have been asked to cook, clean, care for the sick family members. And similarly the male have got different type of a role, whereas a female might have a different type of a role. So this all emphasizes about the age factors in a big manner, and in such cases inadequate or inappropriate care also been forbidden to them, as a result of which it leads to undignified and unpleasant last period of life, and the person may be treated very badly. And especially when there is a loss of the spouse, then the condition becomes much more problematic in India, as we have seen. And the lately we have seen that there are over 10.4 crores people, and such people are basically have increased incidence of illnesses, because in India we have already seen there's a high number of your non-communicable diseases, and that's why people may be prone for diabetes, hypertension, and such. And similarly in India, healthcare of the elderly is a major concern for the society, as it is often accompanied by multiple illnesses and the physical ailments. So majority of the elderly will have problems in terms of they might have pain in the joints, there is cough, cold, blood pressure, piles, heart diseases, and as a result of which, among those elderly who are widows or poor or disabled, they are at a more disadvantageous position as compared to the other ones. And I will just explain you a concept known by the name of Gulf widows. Now what happened, especially in states like Kerala, the people used to go to the Gulf countries, and they used to leave their wives there in Kerala. So as a result of which they used to work in Gulf for 30, 35, 40 years, and the lady has to live the life alone, with her children. And later on there had been cases, because in Kerala we have seen a long lifespan. So as a result of which there are families where the age of the mother or the grand parent might be 90 years, and she's been to be taken care of by a person who is 70 years old. So a 70-year-old person taking care of a 90-year-old person, whereas all the young people are there living abroad, they will simply send the money, but none of the physical affection, or in terms of physical support is not there. So this is a big problem in the society that has been also been seen. Similarly, in terms of aged population, we have also seen that there are other social problems like lack of ownership of the property, physical assets or the financial assets, and participation of the management as compared, and there has been discrimination which is seen between men and women. So basically then there is a lack of property ownership. It also affects their access to the resources like food, housing, health, etc. And if these are things are being accompanied by other problems such as visual impairment, hearing problem, locomotor problems, speech, etc., then they becomes much more problematic. Now from here we will go and we need to see the other aspect, which is vulnerability in the young age group. Now as compared to the elderly, younger age group again has got different problems. So as we have already discussed, this vulnerability is basically a state or a condition being weak or poorly defended. And in terms of younger age group, we have seen that the orphans and the vulnerable children, they are being prone to all these things. Now it has been defined by the World Bank, especially in terms of vulnerability among the orphans and the vulnerable children. It is a group of children that experiences negative outcomes, okay, such as loss of their education, morbidity, malnutrition at high rates and to their peer group. So in India particularly, if you see, there are around 30 million orphan kids, okay, 30 million, that means around 3 crores orphan kids are there, as per the data of the 2017, out of which only 4,70,000 children have got institutional care. And you will be astonished to know that in 2017-18 only 3,276 children were adopted, okay, whereas around 27.5 million couple were getting treated for their infertility, irrespective of what will be the outcome. So this sort of dynamics is there in India, where there's a huge mismatch between demand and supply. And World Bank orphans and vulnerable children toolkit have tried to define these children under the following categories. These children are basically street children, or they may be children of the worst forms of the child labor. They may be from incarcerated parents. They may be affected by their armed conflict. They may be children of affected by HIV/AIDS, okay, or their parents might be suffering from HIV/AIDS and there's nobody to take care of. And similarly, there are children living with disability and with local OVC, that is the other vulnerable groups. So in terms of the various maps which is being used, the death of the desertion of the parents is one, maybe one of the factors. Then we have also seen there where there's a severe chronic illness of the parents, there is illness of the child, there's a case of impairment, disability, poverty, okay, poor hazardous physical and biological environment, access to the care. Some of the variables that are quantifiable is as such, where we have basically seen that it leads to emotional problems, abuse, excessive discipline, and also substance abuse. Okay, now we will see like what sort of report has been said about in India as compared to the young age group population. And like I told you, there are 30 million children in India, okay, between the age group of 0 to 18 years, and the entire Asia comprises of 40% of such children. And in India particularly, 33 of the India's population live below the poverty line, okay. So it's a huge number. So in terms of we need to understand like what makes these young people basically vulnerable. It is basically the young marriage or the early marriage or the childbirth. So female, basically a young female becomes vulnerable to anemia, malnutrition, as well as domestic violence. So according to the National Family Health Survey 3, it has been seen that 27% of the girls between the age group of 15 to 19 years were currently married, whereas between 20% of them basically gave birth before 18 years of age. Similarly, 50%, 53% of the females and 57% of the males have different attitudes towards domestic violence. So this sort of an attitude is being seen. Similarly, in terms of vulnerability, in terms of HIV/AIDS, it has been seen that according to the latest statistics, 0.2% of the people are suffering from HIV/AIDS, and that means it is around 2.1 million people are living like this. And they have been it is also a very vulnerable population, especially in terms of when we correlate it with poverty, alcohol, tobacco usage, etc. So आपने देखा होगा कि vulnerability इस population में particularly has been seen in terms of social factor, जैसे उसमें रेसिडेंशियल इश्यूज आ जाते हैं कि अगर किसी को HIV एड्स है और लोगों को अगर पता चल जाता है तो उसको बेसिकली समाज से निष्कासित कर दिया जाता है या फिर उसके बारे में एक खराब धारणा होती है. सो इट हैज़ बीन सच अ पर्सन इज बीइंग ऑस्ट्रेसाइज्ड फ्रॉम द सोसाइटी, or there may be problem in getting jobs for such a person. And similarly, when it is being seen like these people are the ones who are basically unemployed, or the duration of employment is basically uncertain, or they have to work in conditions which is hazardous or insanitary. And socially vulnerable people are also those people who are living in the household headed by a women or the minor. So this sort of a thing, as you must have seen, the children who are living in slums, and they have been, such children are also prone for a lot of abuse, okay, which is a very very common factor. Then we also classify the vulnerability in terms of disability. Now this is a very very important criteria, and there is a concept by the name of ableism. Now ableism is basically a term which is used for discrimination and social prejudice, okay, against people with disabilities, or against those people who have abilities and those people who don't have abilities. Okay, so यहाँ पे basically we define them like such people may feel like they have been, or felt like they have been made to feel like inferior to those people who are basically able. So on this basis, thus such people are basically assigned or denied certain perceived abilities, skills, or character orientation. तो इसमें भी क्या होता है कि there is a lot of stereotyping is there, which is quite generally inaccurate. And then it has been seen कि उनको अलग अलग जार्गन्स या अलग अलग नामों से बुलाया जाता है ना. जैसा आपने बड़ा कॉमनली देखा होगा कि लोगों को लंगड़े या अंधे इस तरीके से डेरोगेटिव वर्ड्स देके बुलाया जाता है. सिमिलरली अगर आप थोड़ा हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड्स देखें तो हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड्स में ये देखा गया था कि पुरानी हिस्ट्री के हिसाब से तो द पीपल हु आर डिसेबल्ड, और द चिल्ड्रन हु आर डिसेबल्ड, दे वर कंसिडर्ड टू बी लेस वैल्यूएबल, और उनके लाइफ की कोई वैल्यू नहीं थी. और इसका जो क्लासिकल एग्जांपल है, हमने देखा था कि नाजी पीरियड के टाइम पे जहाँ पे बेसिकली देयर वाज अ मास मर्डर of the disabled people during Nazi Germany, जिसको एटक्योन T4 मास मर्डर किया गया था वहाँ पे. So because they were considered less valuable to the society. So in terms of disability, they have been seen like a lot of discrimination also takes place in workplace. तो इसके ऊपर 1990s में सबसे पहले यूएस के अंदर इसके ऊपर लॉ लाया गया, जहाँ पे ये बोला गया कि प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स वर प्रोहिबिटेड as they cannot make any discrimination in terms of the people who are able or the people who are disabled. Okay, similarly they were given certain benefits. They were, laws have been strengthened so that they can be they should be able to get better privileges. Similarly, irrespective of all these things, latest of तब भी देखा गया कि 13.3 million Americans with disabilities reported difficulty finding a job. Because see, at the end of the day, maybe a person may be physically handicapped or visually handicapped, or there may be locomotor disability, but at the end of the day, everybody has a right to live with dignity. So if the dignity is not being given, then this is not a good thing. Similarly, discrimination is also been reported in schools जहाँ पे special education होता है और children had been feel, but उसके बाद में there were have been lot of amendments that has been made, और उसके हिसाब से अभी क्या किया गया है कि बेसिकली मिक्स्ड एजुकेशन का कॉन्सेप्ट भी it came into place. In terms of certain other aspect, it is being seen that disabled children are more prone for abuse. जैसे इंडिया के अंदर will come to the example of India, but a disabled person may be a person where a person with disability can be abused physically, financially, sexually, psychologically. और अभी recently एक केस आपने देखा होगा इंडिया में where the girls from blind school, they were sexually abused and molested. जो ये बहुत ह्यू एंड क्राई मचा था, बिकॉज सच पीपल are more at prone for or more vulnerable for all sort of abuses, which is a very very difficult thing. Similarly, type of other disabilities in terms of, then you have been seen in terms of cleft palate, जहाँ पे learning disabilities होती है, और dyslexia, dysgraphia. So these are the various types of disabilities. Similarly, there are can be also disabilities in terms of your genetic disorders, such as the Down syndrome or coordination disorder. So it has been seen that almost like 60% of children with disabilities come forth about they get bullied very regularly in the school, and 25% they were also bullied with no disabilities. So that means there's a difference of almost like 35%. Similarly, their grades also gets dropped, the confidence and the morale also gets dropped, and there are very few examples or success stories where disability was not a hindering stone in the success of such people. And similarly, developmental disabilities basically causes individual to live with many difficulties in areas such as language, in terms of mobility, learning, self, as well as independent learning. So such people have to be continue education has to be through life in order to help such a thing. And similarly, like हमने अभी बात की अब्यूज़ की, तो अब्यूज़ में हमने बताया कि कॉमन टाइप ऑफ अब्यूज़ क्या क्या होते हैं. फिजिकल अब्यूज़ होते हैं, then there could be also abuse in terms of neglect, there could be sexual abuse, I've already told you. Then there are psychological reactions, okay, because उनकी तरफ sympathy होता है, तो then also they are made to think like they are less capable, or they require more sympathy. Okay, similarly, other type of abuses may be in terms of psychological, emotional abuse, constraint or restrictive practicing. For example, उनको movement करने में space में बहुत difficulty होता है. There can be financial abuse in terms of holding on to pensions, wages, and there may be also civil or legal abuse, systematic abuse हो सकता है, and passive neglect भी also be seen in such cases. In terms of vulnerability, in terms of India, again जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि 21.9 million people right now, they are in India, so which comprises of almost like 2.3% ऑफ द टोटल पॉपुलेशन के अंदर है, जिसमें अगर हम इस डिसेबिलिटी को अलग अलग टाइप से देखें तो बेसिकली इसके अंदर आपको मेल और फीमेल्स के बीच में एक क्लासिफाइड एक कंपैरेटिव एनालिसिस मिल जाएगा. लाइक इफ अ फीमेल इज देयर एंड इट शी इज डिसेबल्ड, she is more prone for abuse as compared to a male, which is a very bad phenomenon. Similarly, in India में ये देखा गया है कि around 3.7% of the disabled people out of this entire number, they are living alone, and around 62.1% they have got caregivers, and around 21.8% have got support from the government. So it's a big number, and it has to be seen. Apart from this, there are also form of disability in terms of mental illness, और यहाँ पे बहुत कॉमन है क्योंकि इंडिया में अब धीरे धीरे डिप्रेशन, एंग्जाइटी, साइकोटिक डिसऑर्डर्स ये बढ़ रहे हैं, एंड there is also a social stigma which is also attached to the mental illness, especially when the females have got mental illness, or she may be mentally retarded. There's a more chances of abuse, and especially sexual abuse, as a result of which then there can be even pregnancy, and could be a lot of other problems as well. Similarly, in terms of support, the government has provided almost like there are 42 mental hospitals across the country with a bed strength of 20,893 in the government sector, and there are also in the private sector. And psychiatric medicines are being supplied, and there are other cases like schizophrenia or bipolar disorders, which is a very very common, and depression has been very very common nowadays. And in terms of mental illness, because there are people who were basically sane, but then over a period of time, because of maybe some adversity, or maybe because of certain stress or pressure, they may also land up having certain mental illnesses, which is again has to be handled properly. So I think like we have been able to discuss in details about vulnerability by age as well as disability. So in the next class, we will again take up another issue related with vulnerability in terms of a different segmented population. Thank you so much.